Okay, and the bamboo darts at about 10 yards. Alrighty, and as you can see, I had this one flyer, but I mean, it's not that far, a couple inches off, but these would have been all kill shots on anything from a squirrel to a frog to rabbit, whatever I'm trying to shoot at. And just to show you the kind of penetration, this is my bow target. So there's, you know, it's pretty dense. It's foam. It's one of the foam block targets. So let's just see. So that's not a bad amount of penetration into a bow target. And as you can see, they were decent shots, every one. You get about the same penetration. So that's a good deep amount of penetration. I mean, to be honest with you, I know it's smaller, there's less density in these, but I mean, a full-size arrow from a self bow usually only gets maybe twice that for penetration. So that's a good amount. I mean, that's going to do whatever you need it to do. So, alrighty. And the regular steel darts, gonna see if we can't. We're about 7 yards, and I'm gonna see if I can't penetrate the terracotta pot. All right, let's see. Genuinely curious here. You guys are testing this out with me. I think that might have actually penetrated through, but let's do a couple more just to see. And one more. Okay, let's check it out. So this guy here obviously glanced off the top, took a pretty good chunk with it when it did. And they indeed did go through. If you can see that, I don't know. That's exactly how they were hanging. Haven't touched a thing. Oops. Let's just pull that one out. So you can see that's exactly as they were hanging. So we did get penetration through a terracotta pot. Happily, these are pretty cheap to replace. I've got a grinder in the house, and I might put these to a belt grinder, because you can see it did bend the tips over on these, but shoot, I'm kind of impressed that it went through that terracotta pot. So, all right, on to the next thing. Go. Okay, and now we're gonna try shooting this tomato. It's about the size of an egg, so it's a pretty small target, about 7 yards away. Well, I guess that about did that. Go. All right, so here we go. It actually stuck through this and stuck it right into the tree. Actually went into the tree about yay far. So yeah, plenty of power there. Stun dart versus terracotta pot. Let's go check it out. Okay, you can see this is where we put the other darts through it. This is where I just hit it, and it actually fractured it really good. You can see it's not a light terracotta pot either. So let's go ahead and flip it over this way. See what happens when we put 3 of those stun darts into it. Stun darts, take 2, 62 caliber, cold steel blowgun. One more. Alrighty, so these things definitely put a hurting on. One of them shedded the whatever that is, the cup that takes the air pressure. But other than that, we're kind of good to go. And as you can see, all I have to do is pick that up, and I have no problems at all believing that these stun darts would definitely do what they're designed to do, and if you were to hit a critter, I'm pretty sure it would stun them, if not do worse. So, that's the stun dart. Stun dart versus zucchini. Take. Oh, that's harsh. Alright, let's try one more. Alright. Alrighty, and kind of wasn't really a fair fight with either one of these. Rather soft skin. Look at the cavitation on that. Cool. And broadhead darts, 65 caliber, tomatoes. That's funny. Let me find out that one. I think it must have grazed one. And one more shot, and we'll check them out. All right, so yeah, this one did go right in between them. Now, one thing I have noticed, you can see these went through pretty good. I mean, that is just a tomato, and the wire darts, the longer steel ones actually blast right through these, and they'll zip right through and keep on going, like that one we saw that pinned into the tree. Now, the deal with these is they actually do a lot of damage because they've got these bulbs on them. When the bulb goes through, sometimes it'll stop it. But if you've got softer tissue where it drives right through, it'll create this huge kind of cavitation. You can actually see right through this foolish thing. So it actually multiplies the amount of damage done. So anyway, just thought that you guys might like to have a look at the blowgun. Thank you so much for watching the video. It's always good to have you guys. So stay tuned, and I'll be telling you guys a little bit about the blowgun. So thanks a lot for watching again. Hello again, and welcome back to the picnic table from the Maniac Guy up here in Maine. So always good to have you guys along. And today I want to talk about something. Well, let me start off by saying, in case you guys haven't noticed by some of my videos, I love shooting. I mean, I love the outdoors, I love hiking, as you guys have seen in other videos, but I certainly love shooting. It's a passion of mine, but not just firearms. I mean, I do enjoy firearms, but I have to say I enjoy the sport of shooting. So when I say I enjoy the sport of shooting, I get into old school archery, shooting off the knuckle, so to say. That'll be a video that we do one of these days. I enjoy being out in the woods and in nature, and sometimes I just enjoy what I call a good old-fashioned stump hunt. So sometimes, yes, I do hunt, I do deer hunt, I do fish, I tie flies, I do a lot of different things in the outdoors. But oftentimes that involves just simply shooting, not just hunting. So with that in mind, one thing that I certainly could hunt with is this, what you see before you now. This is a blowgun, and it's made by a company called Cold Steel, and this is a 4-foot long blowgun. As you saw in the video, I took a small little kind of intro, like intake, whatever you want to call it, where I scanned along the blowgun so you could see, and my son's going to help me edit that in. And basically this sucker's 4 feet long, and at one point you probably saw, feel free to rewind it and look at it, it's got an end cap on it. So they actually do recommend that you can use this as a walking stick, because it is made of a pretty hard, I believe it's made of steel. And it's got this end up here, where at the very top of it where the mouthpiece is, it's got a valve in it so that you can't inhale the blow darts after you put them in. And it's also really handy to use that as a handle as well. So this is 6.25 in caliber, so basically it's a 62 caliber air gun, blowgun, sorry. And this is old school, man. You're going all the way back to your instinctive shooting. And it comes with these different kind of darts. You have broadhead darts, your really old school bamboo darts, steel darts, which are kind of, those are, I'd say these guys are mainly what I use for the most part. And they're just a lot of fun. And then you have stun darts. So these are just kind of a hard plastic, all having their various things that you use them for. And we're going to lead off in this video to just kind of show you guys what these do to different kinds of targets. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. So anyway, that's my little short description of this and what you're looking at here. I understand now. I've had this blowgun for I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I think I've had this blowgun actually for maybe 15-16 years. So I've had this thing for a while. As a matter of fact, when I first bought this, you could only order it right from the company, the Cold Steel company. You can find them pretty much everywhere now. And so yeah, it's a lot of fun, and you'll find videos where people hunt with these. People do all kinds of things with these. I have shot a squirrel with one of these guys once. They have even smaller, finer broadhead darts out now. But I can tell you that it is challenging to hunt with them. I know that people have done it for centuries, and it certainly has enough oomph to take down whatever you're going to shoot for small game. However, what I have found is sometimes, it took me a lot of attempts to finally nail a squirrel with one of these and to ethically take him down. Because lots of times, even if you're in range, which by the way, if I'm just shooting at targets, this is incredibly accurate. It's instinctive, but it's incredibly accurate. And I've actually gotten out to close to 30 yards with this, believe it or not, but that is a fact. And the reality is, though, when you're shooting at game, most of the game I've shot at was within 10 to 12 yards. And I can tell you, the darts do move fairly slow. It's a 62 caliber tube, but the darts are still moving pretty slow when they go. The animals oftentimes will see them and duck under them. So it takes a lot of practice and aiming where you think the animal's going to be and not where it is. So again, very instinctive. So alrighty, well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. We always have a good time having you along. So thanks for joining me at the picnic table and while we talked about another piece of gear that I bring out and that I have some fun with. So if you guys are at all interested in one, really affordable just to kind of get into one. I think they're going for a vicinity of 25 to 30 bucks nowadays. So again, thanks for watching. Until next time, have a good one. We'll see ya. Bye now.